Hi there, I'm going to do a review on the B-Stick with the Lone Wolf Custom Cableator. I was on the Sail Hunter forum and put a post out that I was going to do this to my B-Sticks, put the aider on, and had several people interested and they wanted to see what it looked like, how it worked. So what I did is I bought the cable. Good timing today, too, if you guys were wanting to see this, and I got in the mail, I came home for lunch today, the cable aider. This is from Lone Wolf Custom. I measured it out, it's 3 feet long. So it's very simple, straightforward, just basically a tree stand cableator, it looks like to me. But all I did is I had to, here's two of them that are already done that are stacked. Lone Wolf Custom, they kind of show you how, to wrap these. You can take the higher side and kind of flip it around and rest them that way. When I was carrying them with my setup to practice, I didn't do that. It was fine without. All I did was and you can go on the B-Stick website and there's a diagram of the stick and everything, and it shows you the bolts and the dimensions. So this bottom bolt is what I use to attach it, and here it is right here, and it's a 1/4 inch. It's a hex bolt. It's a 1/4 inch by 2 inches, and all I did was I went to the hardware store and I bought it's a grade 8 hex bolt, 1/4 inch. It's 2.5 inches. So all I did was I took the old one out, put it in. It's a little bit long, so there is going to be some rubbing. It's not going to sit as nice as before, so I just trimmed a little bit off the bolt, and they still sit pretty decently. These hex bolts are a little bit thicker, but you can see they still sit up okay. There is a little bit of wiggle there. Those points are making contact, but when I have them strapped in my pack, I'm not showing any issues at all. So I'm going to go ahead and do a fresh one for you and just show it. Basically just switching the bolts out. I added a nylon washer too. The whole thing when I bought in the hardware store was like $2.50. So it's pretty easy fix. And that's for two sticks, just the bolt and the nylon washer. But I'll go ahead and pause this and get everything assembled. Okay, so we cut our first bolt and we're going to just do the assembly really quick. It's super easy. Like I said, I hate to talk too much about this because there's really nothing to it. Basically, you're just taking this bolt off, and if you want to see the difference in the bolts that I cut, if you can see that, I just took about 3 threads off. That'll just help them sit a little bit better. I had already tried 2 of these out. I guess I didn't explain this earlier, but I had 2 of these I used to try out, and I liked it so much I went ahead and ordered the other 2 cableators, and I'm going to run this year. So it's super simple operation. You're just going to crank these guys off really quick and switch out the bolts. As far as cutting the bolts, there's some stuff you'll see on YouTube about using a drill, and that worked for some people. It didn't really work for me. I just kind of viced it up and held it secure and used the hacksaw there to kind of trim it down. Just a little bit of work, but it wasn't really a big deal. So we're going to shoot that off. I'm going to reuse the nut on this. I'll set that right there. Here's my old bolt. And you can see the new one is just a little bit longer, which will give us room for our space of the clamps in the washer. So I'm basically going to just set these together, and I just for me it was easier to just put it over top like that. Here's my cut bolt. Slide that through. And I chose to put a nylon washer here just to help, because these do move. And that's really all there is to it, guys. Is just I'm going to tighten that bolt back up. Tighten that back up. Slants here. So it's on there pretty good now. I can see a couple threads through the bottom. You can see that's still pretty loose, so I want to go a little bit tighter. Now that's pretty good actually, that noose tight. And then there you go, there you have it, it's pretty much set. So if you want to see, there's still a little bit of thread. I could have gone maybe a little bit shorter, another thread on that. It'll probably help with the seating, but it's not too hateful the way it's resting right now. Like I said, when I put these in my pack, they sit just fine. So, especially if you secure them down a little bit. That one's a little bit off, but it's not terrible. We'll see when we get it all set up. Okay, I've got my sticks assembled now with the cable layers and everything. This is the pack that I carry when I'm wearing my saddle. I'm going to turn around. You can kind of see how I have them packed in there. There's a couple different ways I pack them on this pack. I'm not using any additional straps. I'm just using what's on the pack, so it's nice. I have one less thing I have to carry, but you can see, they stack up nice. I've got my Predator platform. I'll usually have one mid layer in there that takes me through most of the season. I have pretty much everything on my saddle to hunt with right now. I keep my rangefinder in here, and also my bow release, my grunt tube on me, and I've got my kill kit in the bag and a few extra, safety items. But yeah, this is it. It works really good. It also works really good too. I'm not finished with this. This is another project I'm working on, but I've stacked these on the back of my Lone Wolf Assault on each side even to the stand with the cable layers attached. I'll do a video on that later when I finish this one, but it carries my bag in the middle, and they carry great. So, it's a little bit extra with that bolt. It changes the fit just a tiny bit. You can cut if you're, want to be finer with your cuts and get the bolt a little shorter, they'll fit probably how they would originally, but mine are just a little bit off, but it's nothing I think that's going to affect me hunting. So that's it. And I'm going to go. Okay, so we're outside. They packed really well on my backpack, as you guys saw. No noise at all, super easy. For brevity's sake, I've set two. One thing I'm really liking about these is how they stand off from the tree. If you'll see right here, they just stick out really well and kind of hold that shape, which is really nice. Last year I used a tubular webbing aider that I made myself and did a carry as you go. This just feels a lot easier to me. You don't have to mess with it, it's in place. With tubular webbing aider at night coming down, I had a really hard time. I was constantly fighting to fish my foot in there to get down. These are just much more in place. They feel easier to me. Another thing I was worried about was the wind blowing a fixed aider, and these are just pretty solid. I'm not gonna worry about it at all. I don't really see them moving much just because of the nature of the material. I guess if you're really concerned about it, you could flip them up and kind of attach to the button, but I'm gonna leave mine as is. I don't see that being a problem. So I am 6'2", and with two of these, I'm over 10 feet. I think I'm at like 10 foot 3 inches with two of these. So with four of them, the sticks alone, you're going to be at over 20 feet easy, which is really nice. And they're working well. So let's climb it and let you guys see how it works. So, again, I take a little bit of a generous step. I have longer legs, especially on my first stick. I tend to go shorter on the other ones, but this one's pretty easy to get into, really stable. Really just like another step almost. And just really, stick was a little loose there, but tighten it down. But yeah, they work really well. I think they really shine for me, just coming down at night, just being out like they are. It's super easy to find your foot in it. I just find it easier not having to mess with the carry as you go later. I was putting it over my head, taking it off, putting it on. This is all right there, so very easy to get your foot in there. Slide down.
really dealing with the lineman's belt's harder than using the gator, but it works really well. So if you guys have bee sticks and want to try out these Lone Wolf cable eaters, I would recommend it. I'm sure enjoying them. Thanks a lot.